Welcome to Frog Hollow Learning Center. Today I am happy to bring some of the custom workshops that we offer to our community. So you know all the workshops that you can access to through the Learning Center. Custom workshops are workshops that are aside from our public workshops that we offer to the public. It is when you have a team, an organization, and you want to receive a workshop for your own team as a whole. And I can tell you a little bit about the different workshops topics that we offer and you're able to receive training on. One of the workshops that would be a really good fit for teams who are looking to strengthen their team, get to know each other a little bit, understand each other's strengths, personalities, learn about each other's ways of doing things. This is a really good workshop that you can do with your team if it's a new team or if it's a team that you've already been together for a while, new members. So a really good start perhaps to the year or a half-year retreat, just to come together and do something a little bit different through different activities and conversations, and a really deep, loving environment that will bring your team together. If you're interested to learn about the Indigenous perspectives on conflict resolution and restorative justice, I really recommend this workshop, the Restorative Justice Workshop that we offer through the Learning Center. And you can offer it to your team as a custom workshop with us, and you will have a structure, talk about trauma, talk about strength, and talk about how to see the signs of trauma and how to see the signs of conflict and how to enter these in these spaces with love and with information and knowledge of how to handle things from a restorative justice point of view. The Responsible Adult course is another training that we offer as a custom workshop. If you have a team of school-age educators who are either just starting or already have been working and even have their 20-hour required hours of training, and you want them to get a little bit of a perspective of this course from the BC Early Learning Framework perspective, this is a very good course to offer as a reminder, as a new start, just a little bit of a more of a focus on the BC ELF and the early learners learning in that responsible adult training. So that's another workshop that we can offer you as a custom workshop. The Learning Center has been offering workshops and professional developments on the BC Early Learning Framework for the past 5 years. We are really good at making the philosophy come to life, helping educators understand what all of this means in practice. We bring in real experiences that we have in our centers, and offer opportunities where people can discuss things, do things, actual practical things to understand the principles and also understand the pedagogical narration process and the curriculum design process. And our childcare programs at Rock Hollow have been inspired by the Reggio Emilia approach for the past 20 years. We are really happy to be able to offer some of our experiences and our learnings from our experiences with others. So if you're looking for your whole team to get engaged in training for Reggio Emilia approach, we are really happy to offer, again, understandings of philosophy, principles, and what that looks like in practice, and hold discussions and reflections that will help educators actually understand this approach and bring it into their everyday life. We recognize that there aren't a lot of trainings and professional developments available for school age program educators. We are happy to offer these custom trainings for your teams if you have school age programs that will consider the BCLE learning framework in the context of school age programs, the before and after school programs, which are quite different than early years, and we recognize that. So really understanding what it means to create democratic spaces for children, these programs, and also what it means to really have an emergent program, an emergent curriculum, how to use pedagogical narration, how to make it all work in a very, very different setting than in early years settings. We offer custom tours both during the day while children are at program and also in the evening when you can notice the environment, the materials, and the documentation available. A lot of times these custom tours are in relation to custom workshops that we do, just so we make sure that the concepts are understood and there's time to hold discussions and reflections. These are really helpful and supportive pieces to really see things in action, and also an inspiration usually for teams when they come and get new ideas for things to bring back to their programs. For our new center package, we offer a variety of services, and it can come as a whole package, or you can choose which services you're interested in. We offer services for just beginning to put in a bet or in a proposal to get the space, to get the grants that you need, to get the material that you need, the licensing process, all of that. We can give support for this. We can also give support for hiring the right people for your position if you want to work for the BCLE learning framework or the Reggio Emilia approach, looking for those right candidates. We can help with them, offering many different kinds of trainings throughout the first year that you open, so before you open and also in that first year that you open, so your educators get the needed support when they're starting in that new environment, and that could include tours to our own centers. And also it could include our facilitators coming in for observations of your centers and giving feedback and offering solutions to things that they are observing. So a wide variety of services, and very flexible to what you would like to pick and choose from and work with. And you can also use the initial grants that you get for the new centers for some of these trainings and some of these services. If you're interested to chat about any of the workshops that I've talked about here in this video, or anything that comes to your mind and you wonder if we can offer to your team, you can contact us by phone or by email, as you can see on the slide, and we'll be really happy to chat with you and come up with something that is suitable for your team. Thank you very much for listening. Looking forward to seeing you.